Oh, Tyler, your birthday's coming up soon.
So what?
I saw that game you were looking at online last week. Would that make a good present?
Stop checking my browsing history.
What would you like as a present?
Nothing. We can't afford unnecessary stuff anyway. Don't waste money buying things.
I noticed you haven't been eating the lunches I pack lately.
Because it's embarrassing. No one else brings lunch from home.
I can definitely afford a birthday present. What would you like? If you don't want the game, how about new clothes or shoes?
If you have time to think about that stuff, you should spend more time working.
I'm trying my best to be here for you, Tyler.
Well, try harder. All my friends' moms are always home. You're never around when I need you.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry, but you know I have work. What about a birthday cake, then?
I said I don't want anything. Stop being annoying. I don't want to celebrate with you anyway. That's super lame.
Remember when you were little, you used to love the cakes I made?
That was years ago. Stop living in the past. Plus, Dad says you're just trying to buy my affection with gifts.
Oh, looks like Tyler's going through his rebellious phase. I understand, I really do. When I was younger, I went through the same phase where I rejected everything my parents said. I totally get how you're feeling.
How could you understand how I feel? I wish I had a normal mom instead, not some weirdo like you.
Has something happened at school? You can talk to me about anything, honey.
Why would I talk to someone who's never even home? Dad says you probably don't even know what grade I'm in.
Of course I know. You're in your second year of high school.
Whoa, you got one basic thing right. Want a prize or something?
I know people have always said I'm different, but do you really hate me that much?
Yeah, I hate you.
Why?
Don't you realize how much the family hates you? Dad and I are so sick of you.
Is this about me missing your school tournament last month?
Everyone else's mom was there. Even Dad's friend from work came to watch. You're never there to support me.
I'm sorry. I can be pretty dense sometimes. Could you tell me what's wrong?
You're never home. We keep getting poorer. No wonder Dad's gonna leave you.
What are you talking about? He's not leaving me.
Don't you know? Dad's having an affair.
What?
I only found out recently, but apparently he started seeing one of his co-workers. She's really beautiful.
You've seen her?
Yeah.
Where?
I saw her leaving our house.
He brought her to our home? I can't believe it.
I was shocked too, but I get it. Our home is so tense these days. Don't you think he deserves to find comfort with someone he actually likes? I understand why he can't see you as a partner fit for him anymore.
Did she cook for you?
Yeah, she makes amazing food, not like your boring meals. She even helped me with my homework. That's more than you've ever done. Plus, she's extremely gorgeous, more than you could ever be.
I mean, it's true that I haven't been putting much effort into makeup or clothes lately. If Dad wants a divorce, will you go with him?
Obviously, at least he's actually around, and his girlfriend actually acts like a proper mom, unlike you.
What time are you coming home today?
Who knows? Got overtime, probably around 9 or something.
Tyler mentioned he needs help with his college applications.
Can't it wait?
The deadline is next week.
Have him ask Jessica.
Who?
Forget it.
Is this the third overtime this week?
What's with the quotation marks?
The credit card statement shows dinner for two at LeBlanc.
Why do you keep looking at the credit card statements? That's none of your business.
Is it really overtime? Or are you with her?
How did you find out?
Tyler told me.
I see. Well, there's nothing I can do about that now. It's been over between us for a while now. You work nights, so we never even see each other. I can't see you as my wife anymore.
The restaurant wasn't the only thing that looked out of place on that credit card statement.
Like I said, that's none of your business.
I saw some jewelry store charges. There's a pretty large bill from the most expensive store in the mall.
That has nothing to do with you. Stay out of my business.
Your girlfriend seems to like expensive restaurants and brands, doesn't she?
Leave me alone. What I do with my money is my choice.
It's our money.
I earn most of it anyway.
Tyler even told me, Mom's never home and doesn't care about her appearance. I understand why Dad can't see her as his partner anymore.
That's my boy. He gets it.
He told me she's been coming to our house.
Yeah, so what if she has? Tyler likes her. She's good with kids.
She's been sleeping in our bed?
It's my bed. You're never in it anyway.
In our home? While I'm working?
What does it matter to you? You're never home. At least someone's there to take care of Tyler.
Has she been wearing my clothes?
Yeah, they look better on her anyway.
I noticed things moved in our closet.
She needed space for her things. You're barely here to use it.
I work so hard for this family.
Well, thanks for your service.
Our son is defending your affair. I thought I taught him better than that.
Of course he is. He's not stupid. He can see who actually cares about this family. He wants someone who's there for his school events, who helps him with his homework, who makes him feel normal.
What do you mean by normal?
It makes him feel like he has a proper family, not the son of some workaholic mother who's never around.
I know I haven't spent enough time with Tyler, but I never thought he'd actually support you having an affair.
Men think alike. Having an affair isn't a big deal. Everyone does it.
Is that so?
Don't make such a fuss over one or two women. This is exactly why you're so exhausting.
One or two? There are more women?
Does it matter? You're never around to satisfy my needs anyway. A woman is supposed to make her husband feel good. You used to understand that.
That's cruel. Are you saying everything is my fault?
When a man cheats, it's always the wife's fault. You couldn't keep me interested. That's on you.
Hey, I wanted to check something. I know you've been using a lot of our money lately. Is she the only thing you've been spending it on?
Of course, she needs to be treated well. Unlike some people, she knows how to make a man happy.
Those fancy restaurants, the designer bags.
She's the woman who's been healing my wounded heart. She deserves to have anything she wants, and if I can give it to her, I will.
The spa weekends, too?
Especially the spa. She works hard. She deserves to be pampered.
And what do I deserve?
You? You get what you worked for. Nothing.
I can't believe this. This is too much.
Huh? Why?
I'm only sleeping 3 hours a day and working constantly. All of it to pay off your debt and support Tyler. And you're using that money on your mistress?
Going out with women is part of a man's stress relief. You should be proud to have such a desirable husband, Ashley. You're lucky I even married you in the first place. Besides, you better watch what you say. You'll only make Tyler hate you more.
I haven't done anything to make Tyler hate me.
Like hell you haven't. Where were you when he won his school award? Or when he was sick last month? Oh, right, working.
I was working to pay off the debt you created.
You just don't get it, do you? It's because you've let yourself go as a woman. He's a teenager. Of course he's embarrassed by a mom like you. You're not that easy to look at.
Is that really all there is to it?
Who knows? Just keep serving the family and be grateful you got to marry someone like me, you idiot.
I see. You're right. Yeah. I guess it was a miracle that someone like me got to marry a handsome guy like you, wasn't it? I'll do my best to serve the family from now on.
Good. Now stop asking questions about my private life. As long as I come home sometimes, you should be grateful. Most men would have left you by now. Consider yourself lucky.
You're right. I should be grateful.
Exactly. Now leave me alone. I'm busy.
Of course. Enjoy your overtime. Not coming home again today?
No, got plans.
With her?
Obviously.
I guess you're still busy, Mr. Popular Mike.
What's with that tone?
Nothing at all. Just admiring how popular you are.
Don't get smart with me.
The school called today.
About what?
Tyler's career counseling meeting.
Jessica can handle it.
When was the last time you had dinner with Tyler?
He understands I'm busy. Besides, he prefers eating with Jessica anyway.
Jessica. Is that her name?
Whoops. Oh well, whatever. You would have found out eventually.
Pretty name. Young too, I bet.
Younger than you, that's for sure. And she takes care of herself, unlike some people.
She's from accounting, right?
What, have you been investigating me or something? Are you that bored with your life?
The deposits to her account weren't very subtle.
You checked my bank statements again?
I check everything now.
Typical. I should never have trusted you with my information.
Says the cheating husband.
I'll be home on the last train. Won't be back for a while after that. Going on a hot springs trip with my girlfriend.
The one you charged to her credit card?
My credit card.
The one I make payments on.
Details, details.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I'll make some food for you to take. Ooh, I'll pack some snacks too so you can share them with her during the trip.
The hell? What's wrong with you? Are you planning something?
Not at all. I just want to be helpful.
Gross. You've really changed. Well, makes things easier for me. You're more obedient now.
A good wife should support her husband, right?
Cut the act. What are you plotting?
Nothing at all. I changed my mindset. A wife should serve her home regardless of whether her husband has affairs. After all, I'm still your wife. Getting abandoned by you is my biggest fear.
Of course it is. Someone as weird as you would never get married again if we split up anyways. You gave up being a proper woman long ago anyway.
Is Jessica good at cooking?
Better than you ever were.
That's wonderful. Tyler must be eating well.
Yeah, when she visits, she always cooks for him. He says her food is the best.
She spends a lot of time there while I'm working.
Someone has to be here for Tyler.
In my kitchen?
Do you own the house? The kitchen belongs to everyone, and she actually uses it.
Using my apron too? The blue one my mother gave me?
Oh, she threw that old thing out. Got a new one.
My mother's apron?
It was ugly anyway.
Right. I'll work hard so you don't abandon me.
But you haven't seemed yourself lately. Heard you've been feeling under the weather.
Oh, you noticed?
Tyler mentioned it. Said you look tired.
The night shifts are hard.
Then why don't you quit?
How do you care anyways? I thought you hated me. Besides, we need the money.
Jessica says you're working too much, that's all.
She's talking about me.
Someone has to.
Yeah, guess I am a bit tired. But don't worry, I can still work. I'll do my best.
But you're not getting any younger. Your body won't keep up forever. That's when I realized something.
What?
If you can't work properly anymore, you're useless to me. I've decided to divorce you.
Huh? But I can still work.
For now, yeah, but you're past your expiration date. You're getting old. What if you get sick and become bedridden? That would be a hassle, so I'm dumping you before you break down. Most of the debt is paid off anyways.
The debt you created.
Ancient history. Time to move on. Jessica's younger, prettier, and doesn't nag.
Does she know?
Know what?
About the gambling.
Shut up!
About the loans.
That's none of her business.
Does she know where her fancy dinners come from?
I said shut up. She doesn't need to know.
My 3 jobs paid for those dates, you know.
You chose to work.
To cover your debts.
That's what a wife should do. You're supposed to pay for all my stuff.
And Jessica?
What about her?
Will she work 3 jobs for you too?
She won't need to. She's not pathetic like you.
I see. I guess trying to stop you would be pointless.
Yeah, it would be. I've made up my mind. Tyler hates you too, so I'm taking him with me. I'll ask him, but I already know his answer. There's no way he'd choose to go with you.
Can I be the one to tell Tyler about the divorce?
Why bother? It won't change anything. He doesn't trust you one bit.
I know, but I want to apologize to him one last time. For not being a better mother.
Trying to play the victim now? Classic you, always trying to make people feel sorry for you.
No, I really just want to apologize.
Well, fine. You were terrible as both a wife and mother. You should at least apologize properly at the end.
Thank you for allowing me to do that.
Whatever, just make it quick. We want to move on with our lives. You're dragging us down.
I understand completely.
Good. At least you know your place.
One last thing.
What now?
Does Jessica know about the others?
What others?
The other loans.
There aren't any.
The ones in Tyler's name.
How did you...
I know everything, Mike.
You're bluffing.
We'll see.
Don't you dare.
Good night, Mike.
Ashley! Answer me!
Tyler, could you come home early today? I need to talk to you about something.
What? No way! Dad's not here, so I don't want to be home alone with you.
Please, it's important.
Everything's important with you. Just say it here. What's the big deal?
Then can I tell you over text? Your father and I are getting divorced.
Finally? Awesome! It's about time!
You're happy about it?
Obviously, now I won't have to see your face anymore!
I see.
What, getting emotional now?
Just thinking about how much you've grown.
Don't try to act all motherly now. It's way too late for that.
You seem pretty set on going with your dad. Your father mentioned he'd take you with him.
Did you actually think there was a chance I'd go with you? That's ridiculous. You're so pathetic you couldn't even keep Dad faithful. You're a failure of a wife and mother.
Even if I am a failure, that doesn't change the fact that I'm still your mother.
Some mother you are. Jessica's more of a mother than you ever were. At least she shows up to my games.
Don't you think cheating is wrong?
What else can he do when his wife is such a mess? It's embarrassing to even be your son. Maybe I'll cut ties completely.
Cut ties?
Yeah, clean break. A new start with Dad and Jessica. It'll be great. No more embarrassing mom who can't even dress properly.
If you won't regret it, go ahead. But you'll just end up bankrupt right along with him.
Huh? Why would Dad go bankrupt? You're the one who can't handle money.
What makes you think that?
Dad told me everything about how you waste money, how you burn through our savings.
Oh, just as I thought. That's what you believe, is it?
What do you mean?
Tyler, you've got it wrong. You think I'm the one wasting our family's money, right?
No way, you're lying again. Dad wouldn't lie to me.
I've been sleeping only 3 hours a day and working nonstop to cover up the holes in our pockets he keeps making. The reason I'm never home is because I'm always working.
You're lying! Dad told me you were out partying every night, that you blew all our savings on parties, and that's why I can't go to college.
You really believe I'd do that?
Why wouldn't I? You're never home, always working. Dad showed me the receipts from the host clubs.
Your father's spending addiction drained our savings. He secretly took out loans and made me pay them back. He's the one who spent your college fund.
But how do I know you're telling the truth?
Those host club receipts.
What about them?
Check the dates.
What do you mean?
Look at the times printed on them. I was working at the convenience store during those times.
How can I believe that?
You're right. You've been fed lies for so long. I don't expect you to believe me easily. That's why I'm taking you to my workplaces right now.
Workplaces? Why?
To have my coworkers verify that I work there every day. I'll show you my pay stubs and work schedules too. I'll prove I never had time to party at night. I work 3 jobs, Tyler.
3 jobs?
Day shift at my main job, nights at the convenience store, and mornings delivering newspapers. I'll take you to all 3 places. Once they confirm I work there, will you believe me?
That's impossible. No one could work that much alone. If you're gonna lie, at least make it believable.
I'm telling you, I'm not lying, and I can prove it. Just trust me this one time. Can't you do this one thing for me? Because I'd do anything for you, Tyler.
Huh?
Because I'm your mother.
That's not the point.
Go with your father if that's what you want. But at least let me prove I'm not lying before we part. I can proudly say I'm your mother, even if you're ashamed of me.
Mom!
Meet me at the convenience store in an hour.
I didn't say I'd come.
Please. Just this one time.
Fine, but only to prove you're lying.
That's all I ask.
I'm here. Where are you?
Coming down now. I need to finish restocking.
Wait, you actually work here?
For 3 years now.
The manager says you've never missed a shift.
Never could afford to.
She showed me your schedule. You work until 3 a.m.?
Then start the paper route at 4.
Every day?
Except Sundays.
But when do you sleep?
When I can.
Those coffee cans in your room?
And now you know why.
And your main job?
We can go there next.
The manager's still talking to me. She says you're their best worker. Never complains, always covers others' shifts.
Once you see the evidence, I think you'll believe me. This is my last request as your mother. I can't bear the thought of never seeing you again, especially with you still thinking I'm a liar.
Stop. Just stop. No, I pretty much believe you already. If you're this persistent, then it must be true, right?
Yes, I swear to heaven and earth that I'm not lying. I've been trying my best. Really.
Those nights I called you lazy.
It's okay.
Those times I said you didn't care?
Water under the bridge.
How can you say that so cheerfully? I said such horrible things to you.
Because you're my son.
I don't deserve that title.
You'll always be my son.
Even after everything I said?
Of course.
Those host club receipts?
Your father's, not mine.
He forged the dates to match your work schedule?
Exactly. So no one would question it.
I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You were just deceived by your father. If I was in your position and my father had convinced me of those things, I probably would have hated my mother too.
But I should have known. I should have seen how tired you were, how hard you worked. I was blind.
You saw what he wanted you to see.
All this time, while you were working yourself to death, I was praising his girlfriend's cooking.
Did it taste good at least?
Mom, please, don't joke right now. You're being way too nice about this.
Would you want me to be angry instead?
Maybe I deserve that.
No, I'm just happy you know the truth now.
Wait, does this mean you're not planning to just quietly accept being thrown away?
Correct. You caught on quick.
You're planning something, aren't you?
Perhaps.
You're gonna get revenge on Dad?
As expected of my brilliant son. That's exactly right. Your father and his girlfriend are going to pay dearly. I've made all the preparations. I didn't want to involve you, but I'd really like you to stay with me.
If you'll still have me.
Of course. Let's live together.
After how I treated you.
Fresh start?
I don't deserve one.
That's for me to decide, honey.
I've been deceived this whole time. Now I'm getting angry too. Go all out with the revenge.
Will do.
Need any help?
Just watch. Your mom's got this covered.
I bet you do. Remind me never to get on your bad side.
You're my son. You'll never be on my bad side.
Mom.
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too, Tyler. Sorry to interrupt your hot springs trip, but I needed to tell you something.
What do you want? Stop bothering me. I'm busy.
Oh, with Jessica from accounting?
Can you give it a rest already?
I just thought I should let you know. Tyler's going to stay with me after the divorce.
Huh? Why? What did you say to him? What lies did you tell?
Lies? That's funny coming from you. Everything's out in the open. The lies you told Tyler, and how you made me look like the villain. Tyler's blaming himself now. He feels terrible for saying such awful things to his innocent mother.
You turned him against me? After everything I've done for him?
You mean after everything you've done to him?
Whatever. If that's what Tyler wants, fine. He'll regret it, though. He'll come crawling back once he sees how pathetic life with you is.
The only one who's going to regret things is you.
What?
Remember last month? When I said I was working late?
Yeah, what about it?
I was actually having dinner.
With who?
Karen Williams.
Karen from upper management?
The very same.
What were you doing with her? Are you friends or something?
You were dead wrong if you thought I'd just quietly obey you.
What are you talking about? What did you do?
Your girlfriend is your coworker, right? I went ahead and reported your affair to your workplace. And guess who I told? That senior manager, Karen, who absolutely hates your girlfriend. Should be fun when you go back to work tomorrow.
Wait! How did you...
Did you know?
Know what?
My company is doing business with yours now. And I'm the account manager. Karen is my contact.
You're lying!
Check your company's new vendor list.
No!
It took a lot of work to make your company our client. But it was worth all the effort.
You did... Karen Williams! She's notorious for gossip and she can't keep her mouth shut!
Oh, she definitely can't. She's probably telling everyone right now. About your affair. About your debt. About everything.
You witch! There are lines you don't cross! You're trying to destroy my reputation!
Lines I don't cross? Like bringing your girlfriend to our home? Like turning our son against me? Those kind of lines?
That's different!
Oh, and one more thing I need to tell you. I actually haven't been making those debt payments lately.
What?
Surprised?
You can't do that!
Too late. I've been putting that money into savings instead, so Tyler can go to college.
You mean the debt is still...
Getting bigger every day.
The collectors will come after me!
Yes, they will.
They'll withhold my wages!
Probably. Good luck with the payments. Plus, you'll have alimony and child support. That's gonna be rough, isn't it?
Wait, we can talk about this. We can
Talk about what?
work something out! For Tyler's sake!
Now you care about Tyler?
I've always cared!
And don't bother trying to ask your parents for help. Tyler and I are heading to their house right now. Turns out you told him the same lies you told Tyler. He's gonna explain everything and clear up their misunderstandings about me. Isn't he sweet?
No, wait, don't go to my parents! Please, wait!
Oh, look who's begging now. Remember when I begged you to stop spending? When I begged you to think about Tyler's future?
That was different!
Your true colors are showing and you've got nowhere to run. Ah, this is gonna be fun. Oh, and don't think your excuses will work anymore. The grudge Tyler and I hold against you will never go away. Be prepared.
You'll regret this!
No, I won't.
I'll make you pay!
With what money?
This isn't over.
You're right. It's just beginning.
Ashley, please!
Goodbye, Mike.
Don't do this! Ashley! Ashley!
Thanks to Karen spreading the word, my husband and his girlfriend's reputations were ruined almost immediately. The girlfriend was demoted to a dead-end position and eventually quit due to depression. My husband had to take multiple jobs to pay off his debt. But with the alimony and child support payments on top of everything, his debt just kept growing. Debt collectors started showing up at his workplace, and he ended up having to quit too. I made sure to get his parents to convince him to pay all the alimony and child support in one lump sum, just to be safe. Then right after, his depressed and unemployed girlfriend turned out to be pregnant. He's completely losing it. I heard he tried asking his parents for financial help, but they refused. Tyler and I get along wonderfully now, like all that tension never existed. He's so considerate. He helps out a lot with the housework. But I always knew he was a good kid deep down, despite everything that happened.